Hello and welcome to District 2, the summer chat series for the city of South Fulton. I am your councilwoman, Carmelita Gums, and I'm so happy that you are here with us today. I first want to let you know that this is part 2 of a series of summer chats that we'll be having to discuss what's happening in the city of South Fulton. Today, we are talking about having a safer South Fulton. We will talk about what's happening, our crime rates, our crime stats, and what our police department and also what our fire department is doing to make sure that we are enjoying our quality of life here in the city of South Fulton. So again, this is an informative meeting where we will hear from our leaders from the city of South Fulton, and then also too from our residents. So if you have some concerns, I know many of you are supposed to email some of your questions, but if you leave them in the chat, we will also have them and they will be coming across the screen as well. So I do thank you for your participation. We are looking forward to your questions and we will have the answers for you. So I want to go ahead and get this started and bring in our special guest. And first I want to say my prayers and thoughts are with Chief Meadows. He did have a family emergency, so he will not be joining us tonight, but he has his right-hand person, Captain Hattie Cotton-Tukes, that will be here to talk about what's happening across the city and most importantly in District 2 from our police department. And then also too, we have joining us is Deputy Chief Sterling Jones from our fire department, our award-winning fire department. And he will be also talking about ways that we are improving our fire and prevention services. And of course, us getting a fire training station in the city of South Fulton in District 2. So that is my hope and pray that we talk about those kind of things tonight. But again, I want to thank you all for taking your time to join me and the residents and to answer our questions. So I want to turn it over to our police department, Captain Hattie Cotton-Tukes. Of course, you know, crime is a very big thing in the city of South Fulton as far as what residents are super concerned about. We have definitely put some dents in our crime stats, and I want you to share that across the board as well of how well we're doing. And then also share some stats. I shared the latest stats that I had for District 2 in the latest newsletter, but definitely wanted to hear it from you, and then some of the issues that we are dealing with. And I understand Deputy Chief Rogers will be joining us as well, so we'll wait for her to join. But Captain Tukes, I'm turning it over to you.
Okay, I am delighted to be on today to tell you about the stats in District 2. And you know what? They look very good. You know, you can always have room for improvement, but District 2 is doing very, very good. And
Captain Tukes,
yeah.
before I don't want to interrupt, but can you move over your face? We can't see your beautiful face. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. And
Okay.
adjust your camera just a little bit. I want the residents to see you. Okay, there you go. There you go.
Got me. Okay. So as I was indicating, District 2 is doing very good. There's always room for improvement, and that's why we always want the citizens to stay engaged with us, and especially with their neighborhood watch. In District 2, we had a kickoff of the neighborhood watch, and 33 presidents came and registered for the neighborhood watch. And I feel that is outstanding. And we're going to do another one. But I'd like to thank Councilwoman Gumps for, allowing us to have this great kickoff. And many of the citizens came by because they just want to speak to us and see us because they hadn't seen us throughout the year. But I'm going to start the stats from June the 13th to the 19th. We had no murders in District 2. The rapes, and I'm going year to date. I'm going from 2021 to 2020. I'm year to date. Rapes, we had year to date 0, and we had 1. The robberies, wonderful, 0, 0, not any. Aggravated assaults, we had 11, and then we had 6, and we're going year to date. We're going to like 2021, and we're going to 2020. And if you have any questions when I finish, feel free to go ahead and ask me. Okay. So in burglaries, we had 6. So we're going to have to just work on a little harder in those with our neighborhood watch. But when looking at 6, I always say 1 is too many. So that's something we will work on. And larcenies from vehicles, we had 1729. We are down 41%. And that's very good. With larcenies, we had 38. Then we had 42 year to date. We are down 10%. And auto theft, and this is something I'm real happy about. And it shows that the neighborhood and the citizens in District 2 are working hard. They are calling to the police. If they see something suspicious, they are calling. So I'm so happy about that. So auto theft, we had 12 to 21. We are down 43%. And from year to date to 20 to 21, we have 84. Then we have 105. And you can clap about this. We are down crime a negative 20% in the city of South Fulton. And that's something we can just clap because it's the citizens that are calling more the police department and advising us what's going on in their community. And I always tell people, make your community very busy. Always know your neighbors on the left. Always know your neighbors on the right. Walk, identify who's retired, identify who work at home, and from time to time, just walk to the mailbox with their cell phone and just look to the left and look to the right. And what you're doing, you're making your neighborhood look busy. So if the perpetrator is casing, they see the citizens in their area, they see them out. And I just want to let you know about different areas and units and divisions we have in the city of South Fulton. Under the leadership of Chief Meadows, he is doing outstanding. We have drones. This is something we never had before. And with the drones, the officer, they are FAA certified to work the drones. They just not, as citizens put their drones up in the air, they are certified to operate them. We have the gang unit. We have narcotics. We also have core, and I'm happy about them because, as I indicate, core, they target in on various crimes. It's just a little something added to our patrols. And we have our detective. And, I'm just excited about all the different areas we have. We have the fugitive squad also. And these are the ones that go out, and we will have fugitives in our area as well as other areas. They go out and help other agencies. And I'm just really happy to have that. And what I'm very excited that we have Fulton Industry now. And I'm very excited about having that area. And we will be working very hard in that area. And we also have Loch Lomond added. But District 2 citizens, y'all are doing very good. Continue to call the police if you see something. We have a saying, if you see something, say something, and always report it. Don't try to decide whether it is suspicious or not. Just call the City of South Fulton Police, and we will come out and we will see whether it is something suspicious or not. Also, if you hear gunshots, please call the policeman. It is very important that you call and make a report. If anything occur at that time, it tell us the exact time it occurred because you call us and we have it on record. We have a report. So please, if you hear any gunshots, just dial 911. You can stay anonymous if you want to, and just make out a report. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, thank you, Captain Too. So again, we have maintained the lowest crime rate since the inception of the city. So we do have a lot to be excited about. Of course, a safe community. People want to live here, so we have to continue to make sure that we support one another. Like you said, look out for one another. If you see something, say something. What are some of the issues that you're hearing a lot? I hear about the gunshots quite often.
Yes.
That and I've heard them myself in the middle of the night, where people are. What are we doing about that? I mean, do we use technology to address the gunshots? Like, how do we know where the gunshots are coming from?
Well, at this time, we just tell them to call, and we tell them don't go outside. And most of the people say, well, it's in the rear of me. It's on the left side or right side. So what happened when they call the police, we go out and we see whether we can hear the gunshots or not. At night, we're looking for casings, but a lot of time we can't see them. But what's really good lately, the citizens been calling us, and they locate various casings and they call us out. And then we come out and put them in our evidence, and we make out our report.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome. So also too, what about how can citizens, do we have a citizens academy, or can any of our citizens be deputized to actually help you all out?
Well, that's in the upcoming.
Okay. Also too, let's talk about ATVs. We
Yeah,
know that ATVs, and especially in District 2, it is a nuisance because we have so many trails in the hills that, people love to come and participate in. What are we doing to address? I know I've been working with you, but I want you all to
yeah.
tell the community exactly what we've been doing to address the ATV issue.
Okay. We've been working ATV details in the various locations that they have been reported. And what we're asking you to do, if they are in your neighborhood, please call us. And if you can identify where they live, we go out and talk to the person in reference to that and advise them of the law of the ATVs. But we have been doing various details and making arrests of the ATVs. And we just purchased ATVs in the city of South Fulton. So we will be able to go through the various trails where they are and where various citizens report them to. But the key thing is please call us and let us know if they're in your neighborhood. Like I received a call and they said that they ride between 8 and 9:30. So we are going in that neighborhood at 8 and 9:30 so we can see them. But we, as you know, we can't pursue them. But the good thing is that we will be able to go in various locations where they are riding through and driving through because now we have ATVs in the city of South Fulton and our officers are getting trained for them because they have to go to training to be able to ride them because we want them to be safe also. But the details that we've been working is very effective. Arrests have been made, and some of them do not know that they are off-road vehicles. So we're educating them also and telling them that these are off-road vehicles. They can't drive them in the roadway. We spoke to a father and he did not know. So now they go other places to ride because it is an off-road vehicle.
Okay.
In the chat, I'm going to put the phone number. We have a phone number that you can call just in case you want to stay anonymous. And I will put it in the chat.
Okay. And if you want to read it, do you know it offhand? You can just read it out loud.
I will before the meeting's
I
over.
know I included in the newsletter as well. So one
Okay.
other thing that's been kind of like a hot pressing issue is parking. And I know in some of the subdivisions and parking at 18 wheelers. So can you give
Yeah.
us a little bit of information on that to kind of address what we're doing to alleviate some of those concerns?
Okay. Um, Various neighborhoods, their roadways is just too small. If you have a car parked on one side, it's just too small. A lot of time you have hill crests and you have deep curves. So what we tell the various neighborhoods to give us a call. We have a great traffic unit. We have community police plus park rangers. They will come out and they'll look at the roadway and they'll make a determination whether this car is is unable to park on the roadway or because of the deep curve, you cannot park in this area, or because it's hill crest. And what we do is first we will come out and speak to the citizen. We run the tag and it advises us of who owns this vehicle. And so far, we've been very fortunate when we advise the owner that they cannot park on the roadway, they move their car. So some, and we have to educate them also. And if they indicate, well, I can't move the car right now, what we do is we tell the president of the neighborhood. that they will move the car tomorrow, so they will not call us back. But most of the citizens we have spoke to, immediately they remove their cars. And we also tell them that park in the driveway, clean out your garage, and put the car in the garage.
Okay. Um, Another thing too, what a lot of residents have reached out to me, and I've heard it across the city, is response time. And I know we've addressed some issues. Can you talk about the response time? Because I have heard
Okay.
residents say that, what's the use of calling the police if they don't come? So let's talk about that. Can you
Okay.
give us a little
Yeah.
bit about that?
Okay. Well, our chief, um, he met with Georgia Tech. And what it was that since the 70s, we had only 8 beats. 8 beats are just like some people say zone, but in the city of South Fulton, they are called beats. And what Georgia Tech told us after they did their survey, that we need 18 beats in the city of South Fulton. And as you know, it's growing. So now the response time is, I mean, it's much, much better. But anytime the citizens need to realize too that they can always call communication and ask communication. I called the policeman. It been 10 minutes or it been 15 minutes. What is going on? Because as you know, we will always go where life than property. And what
Mhm.
I do, I like to explain that to the citizens, and I will leave my number also. I like to explain to them what happened during that call. Was it an emergency at that time and we had to handle life or someone very injured than property? And usually, when I explain it to them what's going on, they have a clear understanding because it's nothing like having an understanding. But since the study was done with Georgia Tech, our response time have improved greatly. So,
Mhm.
but if and how they ever have a problem with the response time, tell them to please give me a call and let's talk about it and see what happened. See how the call was given out. See did they give out the call as a priority or see whether they just made a statement and the dispatcher didn't list it as a priority. But anytime things increase, such as um, if they call and say, well, I see a suspicious person, and then that suspicious person may walk up to their house, please call the dispatcher back and indicate to her that the suspicious person that I saw on the roadway is now ringing my doorbell. She will upgrade the call. But
Mhm.
anytime that their response time, they feel it's not like what they expect it should be, I will put my phone number in the chat and they can call me. I will call communication and see what happened. And I will always tell them what was the findings.
Okay. Okay. I'm very proud of our police department and the work that you all been doing across the city. And I know that I believe our crime overall is down 26% or maybe 13%, something of that nature.
Well, in your district, 20% is down. So I'm
Okay.
happy about that.
I'm
Yeah.
happy about that as well.
Uh-huh.
The mini precinct, is it open?
On Button Road,
Yes.
yes, it is open. Um,
Okay.
we're there from 8:30 to 5 o'clock. Anytime you want to come in, and if you wish to come in and make your report, we have officers that's there that can make your report. Anytime you have any questions or anytime you have a concern, please come in and see us. And we also have what we call Let's Talk. We put Let's Talk in due to COVID-19. We wasn't able to meet with our communities. So we created Let's Talk, and we will give you a date, or you can give us a date. We do it most of the time on Thursday. You can do it from 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8. And that's where the board can call us. The community can have their community meeting on Let's Talk, and we can talk about any issue you want to talk about.
Okay.
Or even the president can just call us if he or she want to, if they have any questions, or they can bring in the entire board or the entire neighborhood. We will give you a number, and we'll give you the code number, and you can call us. So let's talk.
I love it. I love it. All right. So, Captain Tukes, if you can just hang around with us for a little while,
I
I
will
know
be
the
here.
residents will have some additional questions towards the very end. So, thank you for your time. I want to bring in Deputy Chief Sterling Jones to come and talk to us a little bit about fire public safety and what's happening in the district and what can we look forward to the future. So, Joy, can you bring him into the meeting? Let's see. Uh-oh, looks like we're having a little bit of technical difficulty. One moment. Who is over the FTO program training, Sergeant? Captain Tuke. So we'll take some questions while we're waiting for Chief Jones. Do you know about that? Who is over the FTO programs training, Sergeant? You're on mute. You're on mute. Okay, there you go.
Okay. Sergeant Rowland and Sergeant Kendricks is over the FTO program. Kendricks.
All right. So Sergeant Kendricks.
Yeah, Sergeant Kendricks.
Is our police department hiring?
Yes, they are.
Okay. All right. Hello. What is being done about the car break-ins? Many people speak on Nextdoor app about this. This is from M. Folk Harris.
Okay. What we are doing about it, we are increasing our extra check and patrol in the various areas where we have car break-ins, and we're also trying to educate the citizens to not leave anything on their seats, because when they're in your neighborhood and they are casing your neighborhood, they see various things on your seat: laptops, purse, other type of device. So what we are saying is, do not leave anything on your seats. And we're saying, put your car in the garage. Do a summer cleanup and put your car in the garage. But what we are doing, we're increasing our extra check and patrol, and we have advised our patrol at night to patrol the various neighborhoods to decrease the break-ins, and it really have helped because we are a negative 41 in car break-ins.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we've already answered that question. Who is the sergeant? Okay.
Hendricks.
So from Greg Lowe, why do we need all these new police vehicles for Fulton Industrial? I ride down Fulton Industrial and I see they have a lot of new police cars.
Okay.
All right, Captain Tukes, you want to take that one?
Okay, I'll take it. In the Fulton industrial area, it required various police cars to be on various beats. And so you have to cover the beat area in Fulton Industry. But if you ride down Butler Road, you'll see a lot of police cars also. They're just not on Fulton Industrial. They're in all the other areas too. But the new police cars, they are in all the areas, not just Fulton Industrial Boulevard. But you do have to cover the beats on Fulton Industrial. So if you're riding down the long stretch, you're gonna see at least three police cars also. And just remember too that we come out of 5440 Fulton Industrial because that's the city building. So we're coming out of there also.
Okay, awesome. I'm trying to think. Okay, well, we do have Chief Jones, but I have one other question, Captain Tukes, but I'll
Okay.
hold it until the end.
Okay.
So, Chief
I'll be
Jones,
here.
you're on mute. Chief Jones?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you. All right. So, thank you for joining us this evening for our summer series chat. And we are talking about fire safety and all of, well, looks like we've lost him. He has a bad connection, it appears. All right. So let's go to the next question. Can kids ride go-karts throughout the subdivision? Captain Tukes, I know that one's for you.
No, they cannot ride the go-karts throughout the neighborhood or the subdivision. They're illegal to be on the roadway.
Okay. So how do we educate them about keeping that these are off-road vehicles? How do we educate them about that?
What we did, we sent out various notice to the president, and we're going to send it out again because now summer is here. And that's how we educated most of the people in the city of South Fulton. We send the information to the president and ask them to send it out through their emails. And for the ones that do not have emails or haven't registered, we ask them to just take it to their resident.
Okay. Now, I know you brought up Fulton Industrial, and certainly we are excited to have some additional revenue within our city. But of course, you know, some of our residents are very skeptical. What are you all doing to clean up Fulton Industrial or to take away all of the negative that comes along with it that's been for many years?
Okay. Well, the key to it is, yes, we can clean it up, but the key is we have to maintain it. And one person asked, why do they see so many police officers? Visibility, just the visibility of a policeman being in that area, people apt not to break the law. But we will be working various details. As I indicate, we have narcotics, and we have an excellent narcotic lieutenant that will be working on Fulton Industry, and you will see a great difference in it. And now you should even have seen a difference in it due to that visibility, because wherever officers are visible, the criminals have a tendency to move to other areas. But tell them just stand by, because a lot we can tell and a lot we can't tell. But you will see a big difference with the various details that they will be working on Fulton Industrial Boulevard.
Absolutely. I know I did a ride along with the team, and it was something else. It was it was slow, but the visibility is definitely out there. So anybody would be a fool to do anything on Fulton Industrial. So Captain Tukes, is the police department fully staffed?
No, we are not, but we are hiring. So if you know anyone that would love to be a police department, this is the best police department they could come to in the city of South Fulton.
Okay. And ATL Boss also asked the same question about the ops. You definitely can go to the city's website. The City of South Fulton Police Department has their own website that you can go to and find out all of the information as far as staffing. You won't find the key ones, but the staffing is there. But you can always call Captain Tukes and speak with her personally. Some information we cannot share via internet. I just want you to know that. Okay. Are there any more questions that are coming through? Have the beat maps from 30 years ago been updated, able to increase the number of police officers since the city has changed so much over time? So, yes.
It have increased vastly since I think the 70s when it was Fulton County. We only had I think it's 7 beats. Now you have 18 beats. The Chief Meadows did a study with Georgia Tech, and what they decided after their study that in the city of South Fulton we needed 18 beats instead of I think it was 7 or 8.
And we decided, I guess, to actually do a slow ramp up for the police officers. So we, hiring police officers come with a cost, with budget and things of that nature. So we are slowly up. We're getting, and I believe Captain Tukes and the chief are coming to the council to ask for more money to hire more police officers. So it's all based on the beat study. So we are very happy that this is happening. So we appreciate it. Yeah. All right. So, Chief Jones, if you follow up one more time, I don't know what we're going to do. Take your phone off of mute. Okay, there you go. All right. So, welcome to the chat. Captain Tukes will be back. So, tell us a little bit about what's going on with fire prevention and what's happening in the city. And I hear some background noise, so let me know. Is that?
I'm not sure why. Maybe that's it. How about that?
Okay, talk loud for me.
Okay, sure. Yeah, we're doing a lot of things over in the fire department, and specifically about fire prevention, we're trying to ramp up a lot of new programs the city has never had before. For example, we're trying to do a car seat technician, which is giving the citizen the ability to have their car seats checked. That's one thing that I think people really don't take into consideration. A lot of the car seats now it's assigned still car seat. So depending on the size of your child, from infant all the way up until a certain age, the state law requires them to be in a car seat. So we're going to be able to provide that service where they can stop by a fire station, because a lot of we have new parents and a lot of grandparents now or have the position of having to raise some of their grandkids. So for us, it's like you don't know how to actually put a car seat in because it's not as easy as you would think it is. So we're going to provide a service where they can come by the fire station, they can get the car seat checked out. They may be a brand new seat. We'll come in and let them show them how to put it in, and actually, we'll demonstrate for them, and they can actually come in and actually put it in themselves, so they can know their precious cargo is riding safely. So that's awesome. One thing we're excited about. Yeah.
So when did you roll that out? Did you just have it already started?
We have not. We have a person in our fire department, our communications, in our fire prevention section. She's a trainer. So we're going to ramp that out this fall because it's a lot of things that goes involved with that. You have to bring all the different type of car seats in. You have to host a class. So we're kind of in the staging or the preliminary stages of that. And we're going to roll that out probably within the next couple months. And we're going to definitely advertise that so citizens can kind of see exactly what that's all about. So we're really excited about getting that going because we never had that before here.
Awesome.
So just stay tuned. Stay tuned on that.
Okay. So also with the beat study and the realignment, that also included a feasibility study. It also included a feasibility study for our fire department. And we also found out that District 2 needs a fire station. So tell us where we are with that, because I know that I advocated and we were able to get over $650,000 for, the location of a new fire station. Can you share where we are with that?
Yeah.
It sounds like somebody's eating. Can you hear me,
It does
Chief?
sound like something crunchy, yes. So we can you hear me?
I can. All right. So let's bring Captain Tukes back. Chief Jones. All right, Captain Tukes.
I'm back.
All right. So we're going to probably have to have our own personal call with fire public safety because he seems like he can't get through. So we're going to go ahead and take a few more questions here. So from resident Greg Lowe, when will we do more radar patrol on Camp Creek and Fulton Industrial Boulevard?
We have a traffic unit, and at various times when they have problems or problem areas, they will do their laser. We have what you call lasers now. So they do them on Camp Creek, and they do them in the various areas in the city of South Fulton. So you asking you would like to request to see them more? If that's
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll wait for him to put in there. But
Okay. Well, we will advise the traffic unit to cover the Camp Creek area and the Fulton Industrial.
All right. So can South Fulton get more quality storefronts? Definitely, we will be talking about economic development and our strategic economic development plan. So our economic development administrator will be joining us on the 30th to talk about the things and all about what's going to be happening with the town center. So we definitely can get those questions answered for you. But just from my perspective and from what I know, absolutely yes. So from Phyllis Reed, using C-Click Fix app, reporting trucks parked on Cavender Drive. No response or reply, just acknowledge and closed out. Instead of closing out C-Click Fix, will the police provide a response?
Yes, we can provide a response to it also. I'm going to give you my phone number. I'm going to give it openly. So if you have any trouble, not just with the C-Click Fix, any other problems, you can give me a call. The number is 470-809-7358. And please do give me a call.
Awesome. All right. So we'll repeat that number towards the end again. We'll take some more questions. Can we have a Keep South Fulton Clean Volunteer Day? So yes, we have plenty of opportunities to do that. We've hosted cleanups even just last weekend for Juneteenth. So we do have opportunities. All of the council people do cleanups, and then not all of them, but most of them do cleanups, and then also too with Parks and Recs. We have a volunteer event-based data for Parks and Recs. So I would advise you to join our volunteer list so you can also be aware of when we're having those activities and you can come out and volunteer. All right. Any additional questions, Joy, that you can see? What is the state of the fire fleet inventory? We ordered new equipment, engines, rescue, medic units, and ladders to replace older equipment? The answer to that is yes. The council just actually approved for us to order some new equipment. If you look at it, I think it was right before we went out for break for June, we ordered some new equipment, and we also have dedicated a new fire truck as well. So we have, and we take that very seriously as far as public safety. So a lot of our dollars are allocated to making sure that we have the right and proper equipment to produce public safety for the residents. Auto insurance is high in Georgia. Trucks drive too fast on Fulton Industrial and Cascade Palmetto, along with cars driving too fast. I think that's a question. Will a police station be located on Fulton Industrial?
At this time, I'm not aware of that.
Okay. All right. Any updates on the new city hall? You will be tuning in on June 30th to get some information on where our new city hall will be. So you can join that when we talk about all about the town center on June 30th. But there are some updates as far as where we're going to be located. But our actual economic development director will be on that call, and you can pose those questions to him. Any other questions in the chat? All right. Well, Captain Tukes, it looks like most of the questions have been answered. Again, I want to send, prayers out to Chief Meadows and his family. So I hope that he will be okay. And also to Captain Tukes, can you repeat the ATV number for them or provide that?
Okay.
She's getting it for you all. So she has placed her number in the chat, her personal cell phone number. Not her personal, but her police officer number. And that is 470-809-7358. 470-809-7358. And if you subscribe to my newsletters, you will also see that there is an ATV hotline that's definitely in there. I wish I had it right here that I can repeat it to you. So, Captain Tukes, do you have any last comments?
Just want everyone to also just stay vigilant. And if they see something, please say something and always report it. And if you see something suspicious, just go ahead and call the police and advise us. Don't wait till afterwards. Just do it right then. And I just like to thank the citizens. Please advise them to continue to call the police. We are here to serve anytime. And you have my phone number just in case you have any type of questions. Please do call it. Thank you.
And you also have Captain Tukes' Brother Wyman from the Masonic Lodge, 598. If there's anything we can do to help, don't hesitate to reach out. So let's definitely put Andre to work. I know him, so let's put him to work. Also, too, one other question came in, and it's about our chase policy. And I know that we do a lot of community policing. Can you share anything about our chase policy? Because I know I just want them to hear from the police department.
Well, our pursuit policy is that we only pursue when it comes to life. As you know, in the city of South Fulton, you never too much hear us about car pursuits because they can be very dangerous. And that's why we have policies put in place that advise us when we can and when we can't pursue a vehicle. But just know that if we are pursuing one, it's more or less life or someone have gotten hurt in very bad, a police or a citizen. That's when you'll see us in a pursuit. But just know that at any time, and this is part of our policy, that it becomes dangerous to a citizen, the supervisor will call it off.
All right. And are there any community activities that you all are doing? I know that you head up the community piece where residents can get involved.
Yes, on June the 30th, we're having a coffee with a cop um, at the Crystals on Old National Highway. And we will be doing one in the various districts. And we'll give the information to our city council person so she can simulate it out, and also to our community person. Because at the Coffee with a Cop, we have no set dialogue. You can talk about anything that you wish to talk about with a police department. But the first one will be June the 30th. It will be at 9 o'clock at the Crystals on Old National Highway. And stay tuned. We'll be giving one in District 2.
Awesome. So will National Night Out come back? I know that, due to the pandemic, we've kind of missed, I think, 2 of them. So do you
Yes.
think it'll be back this year?
It will not be back this year
Okay.
due to the COVID. But next year, it should be back. But we're doing many small events that the citizens can participate in or come out and see us so they can talk to us. Because we haven't seen a lot of our citizens since COVID-19, and we would like to see them and talk to them.
Awesome. And also, too, I know that a meeting was scheduled with you, with myself and the chief, to discuss an incident that occurred in a particular neighborhood. And I do want the residents to know, because it was shared on Nextdoor, that the police department, the mini precinct on Butner Road, has limited capacity. Now, certainly, if there are issues that is outside of this specific issue that we will be speaking about, please reach out to myself or to Captain Tukes, and we'll be more than willing to address it. But I do want to let you all know that it is limited capacity. So I don't want 500 of y'all coming in and trying to, talk to us, because you won't fit. So I just want to make sure that you all are aware. So we will be addressing that specific issue, but I am more than willing to meet with residents and address any other issues that you may be having. Again, Captain Tukes, I know that you did this off the fly because it was a change in what happened. So I appreciate you. You did well. I want residents to continue to understand that the city of South Fulton is one of the safest places you can be. And we're proud of what's happening. We want you to continue to be responsive, and the residents, be responsive to our officers as well. And again, to your neighbors. So thank you for your time. We'll do this again. We'll definitely do this again, because it's great information and the residents need to hear it firsthand. Okay.
I have the tip phone number.
Okay.
Okay. Right. To report illegal off-road vehicle activity, the number is 470-552-8477. 470-552-8477. And please do use it.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. And I look forward to the residents jumping back on with me on June 30th as we talk about the town center. It is all about the town center. So I think you will get some great information of what is continuing to happening in the city of South Fulton, especially around economic development, which is what I hear all the time from you all. So I hope you all will come back and join me on that. And if you missed this, you can always go back and do replay. So send it out to your neighbors as well. I want you all to have a fabulous evening, and thank you so much, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.